Hi, my name's Ian and welcome back to my Peugeot boxer camper van build. You join me today in the van. Just thought I'd make a change rather than sitting in the office. In today's video we're going to be talking about what I've been doing since the last video, which has generally been cladding out the inside of the shower room. I've been building wardrobes, fitting a bit of shelving, well not shelving, the actual supports for shelving. I've also been building a wall unit as well. Yeah, what we'll jump in to do is now jump into the video, show you where I've been, and then I'll come back to you at the end. Right, since the last video I've been a little bit of a busy boy. I've just fitted the sidewall for the wardrobe up this side here. Very pleased with the way that that's finished to the actual ceiling. It's lovely and tight there. So that's going to give you a lovely tight view of it when we're sat in the captain's seats. It's probably the most prominent actual piece of timber in the whole building. Oh, sorry, not the whole building, the whole van. So obviously down the side there, it's all quite nice and snug down there. There's a few little minor gaps there, but I'm actually going to be carpeting these walls, so they will actually, these little gaps will get taken up when I come to fit the carpet. It's just moving around now. It's going to be the actual wardrobe itself. Quite a narrow one, but probably enough there just to get 3 or 4 coats in there. Maybe put a shelf in there as well, get some probably a couple of pairs of shoes, that type of thing at the bottom there. The other thing I've also been up to as well, if you might be able to see, is I've fully cladded out all the bathroom walls now. Still got to do a final seal around it. The actual toilet and the shower tray are not actually fitted fully into place yet. They just dropped in there just so I knew that the whole thing was going to go together. As I said, it's got to mastic seal all around the edges, or I might even use some quadrant, not quite sure yet, but there's a couple of gaps at the top there, just where we come up to the ceiling board. Again, seal that up. All this boxing out now is all complete, and then obviously around the internal corner there again, that all needs sealing up there. And then again, I've got a bit of a gap at the top there, but again, I'm not too bothered about that because I'm going to just fully seal the whole thing. So that's that bit done. And the other bit I've been doing as well is, nearly tripped over, is the cubby hole. So that's now done. That little bit of wood at the top there in the corner, just give me an idea of where it's going to sit. I ended up having to this cover piece that goes across the joints in the ceiling board. I ended up taking that down yesterday because, as it happens, the piece of furniture board sits directly underneath the joint in the 2 pieces of ceiling board. So I had to chop all that out there and just get that to fit nicely. But again, pretty tight finish all the way across the edge there. So again, from the sort of bedside, another viewing point, it will be nice and tight, nothing there. Obviously got wall units that's going to come all the way along this this area here, so probably following the pencil line where the screws are. That's probably about the height they're going to come down to, somewhere around there. But the next job I'm going to be doing while I'm in here today is I've just brought in the box for the Truma unit and also for the Sergeant unit as well. So just going to get those mocked into position, because what I'm hoping is that I can get the Sergeant unit down here on the floor, sort of in this area where my foot's coming in and around there now. I had sort of thought to begin with that I might have to sort of combine it within the wardrobe, so maybe chop a big section out of this piece of furniture board at the bottom there and get it sort of straddle over the top of the boiler. But what I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do, as I said, is actually put the boiler in sort of transversely coming off the wall backwards, and hopefully get it in there, and then maybe just run the flue through the side or through a hole in here, and then eventually it'll end up going through that gap between sort of like the step back and the timber batten that's there. So yeah, we'll sort of leave it at the moment, and I'll come back to you once I've got the boiler sort of sat in position. Right, been having a bit of a play, and the initial thoughts is that the boiler will end up going down here. and then the wire there. Then the flue will get taken through the side of here, through that wall, and then returned down through the bottom end of the wardrobe and out through the wall. And then my sergeant unit, I've just temporarily mounted that just on that butt wall at the moment. It's going to leave me quite a bit of room at the back to just sort of get the wires out the bottom of it. There's like about 3 or 4 plug-in wires that plug into the bottom of it, and then everything else is just distributed off from that. It's got 240 units in it, with fuse boxes, so you can get to the fuses from there. And also then on the other side, then you've got the RCD switches there for the 240 side of the actual unit itself, and then obviously that's the 12 volt side with all of the relevant fuses in for there. So yeah, it's probably not a bad place for it to be. These marks just up here is where the timber frame will come for the seating unit, so it'll come up there, across the top there, and then this gap here is where the timber slats will be for the seat, and then obviously then we've got the seat fabric thickness to there. It all looks very high when you look at it from here, but then when you then look round to where the seat height is at the same height. So what I'll then do is, once I've got this bit in, literally from probably a foot out from where the this plinth is at the bottom there, there'll be a raised floor area. It's going to come through the same height as the floor area in the cab. That'll come round at an angle, come down to where the more or less where the boiler is, and then across there. So literally it'll be like a slightly triangular area to start off with, and then sort of come across towards the end. And then underneath that, if I make sure I route the Truma unit's pipes, vent pipes, sort of neatly tucked away, I can actually make like a little trap door area that will be under the table, which is handy just for stashing bits and bobs away, just out of sight if necessary. But well, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Things are always subject to change, but I think that will work quite well to have that all within the underseat area. So should I need to get to it at any time, then it's going to be very easily accessible to do anything that might need doing with it. So what I've been up to over the last few days is I've been building the supports for the wardrobes, one on the left, one on the right. Also been let's get the light a little bit better here. Got the exhaust through for the Truma vents. Also got a bit of pipe work down there. Also got the holes through now for the pipes through for the tap in the bathroom. The shower room itself, I'm just waiting not to fit the toilet yet, because I need to get on a mastic absolutely everything. Just got the sink mocked up. What I'm going to have here is basically just a riser with the which will then sort of, the head of the shower itself will then be used as a tap as well as a shower head. Hence the reason I've actually positioned the tap where it is. So literally where my finger is, we'll come out, have the riser up there, and then the head itself will be positioned over the top. We can slide it up and down, and then be able to use it then in the sink as a tap, as I said, as well as the shower head. So yeah, just waiting now to waiting for some tools I've ordered on eBay for doing the mastic, the little rubberized application tools, just getting a nice mastic seal around the edge. Been using the old wet finger method for such a long while now that it's not really the best way of doing it, so I'm going to get the proper tools in to do it. The other thing I've done as well is, I'm tripping over a piece of wood. This is the small wardrobe. Actually got my coat hanging in it at the moment, so let's take that out. Let's try it for size. Not sure it's going to work. Yeah, that's the little narrow wardrobe, and then the one on the other side has also got a hanger in it as well, which I didn't show you a minute ago. And that's fitted in there. Just got a bit of timber mocked up there, a bit of timber mocked up at the top there as well to be the support. And then the other thing I've been up to today is I've made the carcass for the locker over the top of the bed. I've also just been and picked up some wood to then start making the opposite one to go down this side, which will be the same size as that one. And then from about this point here where my finger is, that'll be a reduced size locker, which will then go down over the top of the kitchen units. So yeah, that's where I've got to at the moment. With my job and also this COVID situation, I've actually been furloughed now for 3 weeks, so I've had nearly a week off already. So I've managed to get some jobs done in here, as well as obviously some jobs elsewhere. It's just general household stuff, staining fences, that type of thing, but much happier being inside the van here trying to get these jobs done rather than messing about in the garden. But gotta please the missus, haven't you? Anyway, so yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Any questions, please ask. Please subscribe, and hopefully we'll be able to bring through some more videos to you a bit more regularly as I start motoring, hopefully, on through this build. So yeah, again, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and yeah, see you again soon. Cheers now.